Hello my friends and welcome back to Shadow Empire. As you can see, we are thoroughly surrounded, so there is much to do.
Affirmative.
You know what's funny is all these raider events is going to actually push up my enforcement. It's just going to push it up and up and up and up. And I might actually start getting some really nice cards. Right, let's fire off the spy.
Affirmative.
Nice. Let's do our best to find out what's going on around us.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I have loads of troops in my city right now. So I'm going for a crime crackdown with my spare political points. Try and strangle the crime in the crib before it really takes off. Okay, apparently I'm down 1,000 men. Right. First things first, let's get rid of this guy.
Engaging enemy.
I am at war with this one, so this should be pretty easy.
Mission successful.
Okay, good work team. Fill the gap.
Roger that.
I have no choice but to declare war on these idiots. I don't know if I should really be using the strategic HQ in this fight.
Engaging enemy.
Oh, they ruined me. There's really, I have to push them out. That's the thing. At least I damaged them a little bit. So right now, the only thing I'll be doing is producing infantry and buggies to replace the ones that I've lost, while I try and remove this threat. And obviously never leaving any gaps for them to just squeeze in. The ones that I'm not at war with, which is this green and this blue colour one. No, the blue colour one I'm at war with. I'm not at war with this one, and I'm not at war with this one yet. I need to position myself to prevent them from taking any territory from me. Also avoid connecting my territory to the slavers while I'm busy working on this. This is absolutely horrible beginning. Might build towards the slavers, I think. Because they'll have cities. This is a lot of there's a lot of fighting going on, or a lot of calculations going on. If you play this game, you won't normally have huge long turn times like this, but if you play on a high difficulty with tons and tons and tons of zones, you'll see hordes and hordes and hordes of enemies, and then the turns will get very long indeed. It does give me some time to talk about what I'm going to do, though. Okay. Of course I've got unrest. I'm surrounded. Yep, so this is another regime that doesn't have a city. Yep, that's fine. Military research is next. Ah, this is the worst cult to have in your town when you are autocratic.
Order acknowledged.
Fine, we'll just end up as a democracy, it would seem. Since my strategic HQ guy is also democratic. Let's go. First things first, let's just buy the replacements that I require, which is 2 buggies. Which I can just barely afford. Two buggies and some GIs, that's all I can actually afford right now. Okay, cool. Delta Camp.
Affirmative.
Let's try and find out what's going on in the top corner of the map. So I would normally be producing machine gunners around about now to hold my gains, but I can't afford to. It's as simple as that. And I can't really afford to attack right now either because morale is low. And these guys are actually pretty strong. So even with a total surround, this would not be a great fight for me. The happiness of my town is going to start going through the floor very soon because they don't like being surrounded like this, obviously. I have proposed peace cards, but they never work against anyone who thinks that they can beat you, which is everybody. So good luck. Good luck. Everyone thinks they can beat me, so therefore the peace card is useless. I'm worried now. There's a Nemesis AI out there. He's probably in a much better position. All the nomads have to do is just sit outside your city. They don't actually have to attack. They're actually damaging you just by existing. In theory, your city is only truly content when there are no enemies within 4 tiles of it, so I actually have to push out quite a lot. To start getting the situation under control. Light tanks would be really useful around about now, but that's not going to happen. Oh, GR. That's Galactic Republic. That normally means I found a special unit. And they pulled away. Probably because... pulled away probably because they were surrounded and figured that they would be killed next turn, which is exactly what I was about to do. Your percentage of soldiers is at 16, and that is higher or equal to the 16 we promised to our subjects. Yay! Okay, I'm also running out of ammunition. Well, that's not a surprise.
Copy that.
Ah, there is no GR there. Okay. Okay, so... situation is grim. I got a spy into this area and there is no city in that zone. Or is there? No, it says no city, so... This may not be a very fun game to show because there's actually no cities anywhere near me. I can pretty much guarantee that this whole area is city free. That's going to mean creating cities, which is always a slow process. Do not yet have enough units to actually hold land. Huh. I can raise infantry, but I can't raise machine gunners. Because my issue at the moment is not... It's industrial points. Machine gunners actually require a fair amount of industrial points. Okay, I'll hit him next turn. That's 700 GIs in reserve. Okay, 1,000. 1,000 in reserve. Okay, sure, everyone seems to like that. Let's just do it. Oh man, I got political problems already because of this enemies on my doorstep issue.
Roger that.
Just ignore his actions. It's the easiest thing to do right now.
Roger that.
Okay, that's fine. 50-50 research and discovery. That's a roll I can't win. Complex calculation, average 88. 100 plus 26.
Order acknowledged.
Critical failure. That was the lowest roll imaginable. Almost. Right, I should be able to squeeze this out next turn. But yeah, it's funny how the AI works against you. So, you know, all this territory has just been left undefended. All of this territory has just been left undefended. All of this will be undefended, and all of this will be undefended. Because as soon as you touch a minor regime's territory, they just send the whole, everything they've got at you. And they just wall up on your border. And if your border is not manned by dudes, they literally will just push all the way back to your nearest city. It's not such a big deal if they, you know, if they're farmers or slavers or raiders or whatever, and they've actually got a city. It's not such a big deal because you can often sneak around and take their city, which just destroys their faction immediately. And of course, you have the prize that is a city. But when they don't have a city, it means you can't cut them off. You can't take the city to actually destroy their army. They're just going to be on you permanently till you kill every last one of them. If it's mutants, it's not so bad because they are very easy to kill. Mutants are easy to destroy, but raiders are not. I'm totally desensitized to people declaring war on me. Incident with a missing sense of humor. This guy is gonna rebel soon.
Roger that. Affirmative.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. There's just too much danger. Danger leads to unrest. The city is in total meltdown right now.
Engaging enemy.
And there's nothing I can do about it. Well, I pushed them back, but I didn't kill any. Which is annoying. Okay, let's push these machine gunners out to hold territory for me. Okay, not really much I can do here except raise machine gunners. We'll use them to hold the line in various places, which will then free up other troops to actually push back. They're not very good offensive units, but they're very good defensive units.
Affirmative.
Okay, just every time I get a spy card, just hitting someone nearby. This is probably one of the most horrendous starts I've ever seen. The funny part is, it's not bad to be surrounded by, or at least have a couple of major regimes next to you early, because they've got the same units you do early on. So you can attack one, take over their city, and get a really good start. This containment, all that has to happen is for this containment to last long enough to destroy the morale in my city, and I'll never recover. Which it's already getting to that point. And these guys do not have cities of their own, so there's no reward for defeating them. The only reward is survival. Okay. Looks like there's another regime here. Oh, man. What a mess. Low treasury level. I don't see how that matters right now. Okay, so these guys have this whole area here. Once again, no city. him.
Engaging enemy.
Got a 3 point surround and I still can't even get a kill on them. Oh, there we go.
Mission successful.
Square by square. We have to push these guys out. Okay. I can finally free up my actual army. Well, my private economy is actually producing a light industry. That's actually really helpful. That's going to be useful to us. So it's not all bad news.
Copy that.
One more set of machine gunners here to free up my recon car. And then I can have a complete unit. We'll slowly push these guys out and away. Send a spy. Non-aligned forces.
Affirmative.
No, none of these guys will do peace. Because they all have enormous armies that are better than mine. The only reason why they haven't killed me is because they're not attacking. The AI is very squeamish about attacking, unless it's a major regime. They just like to squeeze you. So they own this great big long piece of territory, and they've just decided to just YOLO in at me. I certainly won't be building any more cities right now, that's for sure. My governor is probably going to turn rebellious soon, because the issues in the city are so severe. Well, at least I'll have light industry. It's good because it's actually going to mean a lot more industrial points for me, which I can then build a scavenging center early. Adam's Mouth Federation, okay. Oh, man. It's a shame that there's just no strategic target. There's no one who's got an actual city anywhere near me. So just fighting over dead space. Gained Warlust. Need Warlust to be in this situation, that's for sure. These guys' morale is too low to actually be useful.
Attack formation.
Wow, they're ruining me.
Mission successful.
That was not successful. Three casualties for no casualties. Was not mission successful. That was mission failed. More victories like this and we will be undone, as they say. Of course, the town is actually doing really poorly because the governor hates me. That's not that bad.
Roger that.
I probably wouldn't win that roll. I'll just send in the troops to end the unrest. In order to do that, I actually need to have a lot of troops.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, fine, good. Now we have fear as well, but fear actually reduces unrest, so that could actually be useful. Have the defense card. It's not going to be very useful.
Affirmative.
So I've ended up with some very weird political situation here. Basically everybody belongs to this democratic government faction that's like total opposite of my
Roger that.
the total opposite of my actual politics.
Affirmative.
So we're going to have to switch politics at some point as well. There's also a bit of a food shortage going on. You know, it's just there's nothing I can do economically or anything while I'm stuck in this donut of hell. Any one of these guys would be difficult to get rid of. Being totally encompassed by them makes things very hard indeed. Well, don't have to worry about logistics when you can't get more than 2 tiles away from your town. There is that. Okay. It does seem like there's no one near me. This is all just empty space. This is potentially going to make for a very boring game because it's going to involve, once I kill all these guys, because they never reinforce and they never recover, so eventually I will kill them. There's no one around me at all. That means I'm going to have to play tall for ages. That major regimes are obviously elsewhere on the planet. And we can't see any roads anywhere. So they must be very far away. This would result in a tall game. And I'm not sure how interested I am in actually playing a tall game. Okay. Average population happiness reaches at least 28%. Mining asset reaches 1 level. I will have to build a mining asset at some point.
Affirmative.
Let's make a compromise.
Affirmative.
Okay. Hit him.
Engaging enemy.
These guys can never recover, so any losses they take are permanent.
Mission successful.
What have we got here? Military vessel. A 100 bonus research points. 200 population per turn. 10 governor EXP per turn. There's a power plant there. Yeah, so this whole area around me is just total dead space. My spies have revealed. There's no regimes anywhere near me. So this is going to be a very boring game because I'll just, as I said before, these guys can never recover. They're just zerglings that the game just throws at you. There seems to be no major regime anywhere near me. These are all, so far as I can tell, yeah, this whole territory here is all unaligned. So there's nothing here. There's nothing up this area either. These are all minor regimes. And none of them seem to have cities. Oh, that one's spiders. So I'll re-roll the game. Because this one, This one's going to be boring. We'll start another campaign. I've played enough of this one to know that this is going to be a tool game. And I don't really want a tool game, I want a fighty game. There's just... all that's going to happen is I'm just going to kill all these raiders, slowly but surely. Kill them all. And when I've done that, I'm going to have this massive area of space around me where there's literally nobody. And then I'm going to have to just build cities here and here and here and here and expand and build cities here and here. Because that's how the logistics works. You're going to need a city within 5 to 10 tiles of your first city. But we can quite clearly see here that there are definitely no cities within 5 to 10 tiles of me, since we know that these areas, these hidden areas here are non-aligned, so we know that there's no one there either. So there's nothing in this whole area. This is just a big empty area. So we'll do another game and hope for something a bit more interesting, because this did not work out as intended. Or what I will do is I will re-roll. No, I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick this on the vault. Hey vault guys, you can watch this. I won't even put this on my channel. There's going to be no fun to be had in this match. It's a tool game. But anyway, that is it for now. To those few of you that see this, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.